Good morning, good morning. Another wonderful, beautiful, sunny day in Pretoria. And today we have a really special guest who's going to talk to us all about tourism in Tshwane and why you should come to Pretoria for your holidays. So welcome to the show, and it's really great to have all of you here. Welcome, Susan. Baie dankie dat jy hier so is. Fantasties. We've also got Glenn in the show, in the room, and we've got Russell, and then we have Serge all the way from Netherlands. So we've got a multinational company here with us, and we're going to be hearing from Susan all about how we should actually be promoting Pretoria as the destination to come to all tourists that are coming to South Africa, as well as people in South Africa, to come up and visit Pretoria instead of going down to the coast. Come to Pretoria for Christmas. So we're going to be talking all about that today. But before we do that, let me just quickly go around the room, just ask each of our co-hosts to introduce themselves shortly. Glenn, welcome to the show. Please introduce yourself.
Thanks so much, David. Great to be here again. Always good to be on the show, and looking so forward to hearing what Susan has to talk about. I really believe this is such an important aspect. We need people to come to Pretoria. So I think it's a great city. In fact, it's the best city. My brother's down in Cape Town, and he argues with me. I think Pretoria is the best. So looking forward to hearing this today. My name is Glenn Jones, as you can see, and I do life and business coaching. I do counseling and mentoring, but I love to call myself your personal locksmith, simply because I love to unlock the potential inside people and let them step into destiny. And that's me. Back to you, David. Thank you.
Fantastic. Welcome, Glenn. Great to have you here. Russell, please introduce yourself.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Russell John Fagan. I must say, I was born in Pretoria most of my life. I've been in Pretoria, but I've never looked at Pretoria as a tourist destination. I think, the Union buildings, you drive past it so often that it just becomes another building. So I'm quite interested to see exactly what Pretoria has for the tourist industry. Orbspec is the company that I own. I specialize in business development, reputation management, but I would say one of the hats that I wear and love wearing is I'm a sales coach, and I train people how to sell. I'm one of the few people that say salesmen aren't born, salespeople are trained. And most people, I always say anybody, but probably most people can be sales or can be a salesperson. So that's in a nutshell. Thanks, David. Back to you.
Fantastic. Great. Thanks, Russ, for being here. I see Wilhelm's just joined us. But before we go to Wilhelm, Serge has joined us all the way from Netherlands today to find out a little bit more about Pretoria and why he should come and visit Pretoria. Over to you, Serge. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you, David. Definitely I should come. It's not that sunny here. It's winter approaching, so it's rainy and +5. So I want to be with you at least virtually to enjoy the coming sun and coming summer. I am strategy lead in one eSIM. We're helping travel companies across the globe with the global connectivity for their customers, and that's a wonderful opportunity to meet different people and different travel agencies and different tourist organizations across the globe. And I'm happy to be here with you today.
Fantastic, Serge. Great. Thanks for coming all the way from the Netherlands, and you're most welcome to come to sunny South Africa. That's what we say. It's sunshine, bright. What, how does it go?
Yeah. Happy to do so.
Let's go to Wilhelm. Morning, Wilhelm. Please, thanks for joining us. Please just introduce yourself.
Good morning, David, and all the rest of the people. What I know of the tourism industry in Pretoria, we had a guest house here in Waverley at a certain stage a while back, and it was very nice. It was there when it at the soccer, oh my word! Now my phone is sorry. Okay. So that's what I know, and I know Pretoria is an incredible place. But if you stay here, you never go to the Union buildings. Almost, you never go to the Voortrekker Monument and those places. So I would like to know more. It will be very interesting. What I do for a living, I'm a life energy coach. I help leaders and teams unlock their full potential by improving leadership quality, mastering stress, building trust-driven, high-performance cultures. I use brain dominance and communication styles and team play assessment tools to show business how to align their strengths and prevent burnout and 10x performance. So that's what I do. Thank you, David.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much. Thanks, Wilhelm. Great to have you here. So today we have Susan Marais, all the way from Pretoria, who's going to tell us a little bit about, Tshwane tourism. But one of the things I would like to do is introduce her first. And can you believe it? Susan started working at 14 at Wimpy. Now, we all know Wimpy. I knew Wimpy from when I was a child, and I think that's one of my favorite places to go and have a waffle and ice cream. But now, Susan has also been in the tourism industry for the last 15 years, and she's a real entrepreneur. She's got a guest house, and she's involved. She's the chairperson of the Tshwane Tourism Association, and she's so involved in tourism in Pretoria. And I met her at the Pretoria Soccer Karma, which is the business chamber, and she gave a fantastic presentation. And that's why I asked her to come and present to us. But more than that, she's actually doing a fantastic presentation and a conference and a event happening in January, and we're going to learn all about that. And it's all about promoting Pretoria. So, Susan, welcome, and please introduce yourself and let's present to us what you want to say to us today.
David, thank you so much. It's an absolute honor to be here this morning. And I have to say, you started off by saying a beautiful sunny day in Pretoria. I'm so thankful that the sunshine is back, because this Cape Town weather these last 2 weeks has now been enough, to be really honest. That is one of my favorite things about Pretoria as well, is the weather. So I'm Susan. I am a mom of 3, a wife of 1, and the owner of 4.5 businesses. I'm also the chairperson of the Tshwane Tourism Association, which basically means I'm properly emotionally invested in this city and the people who make it come alive. If the weather is one of my favorite things, then absolutely the people is another. I'm going to start off by telling you about the Tshwane Tourism Association, and then I would love to tell you more about Pretoria. Please throw your questions my way as well. So just to kick us off with a wonderful event coming in January. The Tshwane Tourism Association is our city's collaborative heartbeat. It's a place where the private sector, government, industry partners, and everyday visitors can come together to build something that is bigger than ourselves. We do 3 things really well at the TTA. We connect our business ecosystem. We create opportunities for businesses to grow, and we champion Pretoria as a safe, vibrant, experience-rich destination. I will tell you a bit more in a moment about our Safest Capital campaign. It's a long conversation, safety in our wonderful, beautiful country, and it can take a whole day just all by itself. We won't go in depth with that today, but if you want to talk about it later, please get in touch. Right now, however, just for today, our biggest focus at the TTA is the upcoming Tshwane Tourism Showcase. It takes place on Friday, the 23rd of January at the CSIR ICC. I will give you a chance in a moment if you want to register, get the link. That is a really great opportunity for everyone who said already that you are not sure what to do in Pretoria. You don't see this beautiful city of ours as a tourist destination. That is a wonderful kicking off point. This will be our 7th annual showcase, but definitely our boldest one yet. It's the capital's biggest tourism, culture, and business gathering. Think of it as everyone who matters in our city's visitor economy, all under one roof, on the same day and with one shared mission to grow tourism in the capital. Who will be in the room? Pretty much everyone. We have City of Tshwane, South African tourism will be there, universities like UNISA, TUT, CHS, and UP, corporate buyers and procurement teams, travel trade, media, attractions, hotels, lodges, guest houses, It's really a wonderful opportunity. There's a great vibe. We have a wonderful keynote speaker. And then, of course, about 70 exhibitors. And we are hoping and trusting for 1,000 plus visitors throughout the day this year. We also have special sessions lined up, SA tourism workshops, a UNISA masterclass with Dr. Nelly Swart, networking platforms, and a VIP lounge experience. The showcase matters because tourism in Tshwane is changing, and 2026 is the year that we really step into the next chapter together. I believe that. So we are really focusing as TTA on collaboration instead of competition. I think that is so important. Safety as a shared responsibility. That is very, very close of my heart. Very close to my heart. Now and again, the Afrikaans, the English airtime runs out, and you can tell. We are really focusing on skills and innovation as well. I believe so strongly that ongoing training is extremely important. Before COVID, if I may jump in with that quickly, everyone training was a non-negotiable, and it feels to me like after COVID, it became a hope to have, not a must-have anymore. And I think we need to bring it back as an essential spend in our companies. We are focusing on local excitement and engagement. If we can get people excited about Pretoria again, our previous chair of the Tshwane Tourism Association, Niku, always said, we need to make tourism in Pretoria sexy again. And I really think that we are working towards that, and we've done a lot already. And then, of course, supporting businesses, big and small, who make the city so welcoming. There will be great opportunities for partners and exhibitors, whether you're a hotel, attraction, a tech company, insurer, a university, or a startup. This is your space to showcase, to meet buyers, to make connections, and to be part of Tshwane's tourism story. We have exhibition stands and brand new activations and curated networking. If you're not a TTA member yet, please consider joining us. So I worked in the big hotel companies for 15 years after leaving Wimpy as a waitress. Just saying that if I can get my kids to do waitering, I think it's an essential skill for all of us, for every generation. It starts you out. It started me out on the road to hospitality. And if you can do that, you're on the right road. If you're not a TTA member yet, that's what I was saying. Please consider joining us. So from the waitering, I went into big hotels. And then 10 years ago, I was very, very blessed to be able to open my own guest house, not far from Waverley Willem, in Colburn. So lovely area, and those big old jacaranda trees and quiet streets. And all of a sudden, I was very lonely, not being part of that big corporate hotel community anymore. And the TTA really connected me to so many people in every area of tourism, and it's something I will forever be thankful for. If you couldn't tell by now, I'm an extrovert. So working on my own was terrible for me. Please stay connected and stay connected to the right people. So the TTA is a wonderful place to do that. Because we turn 25 years old next year, it's a really huge milestone for us. It has been a quarter century of building, shaping, and championing tourism in the capital. We are not just celebrating what we've done, but we are really setting the tone for what comes next. A safer, stronger, more connected, and more collaborative Tshwane. The showcase is where I really believe that vision will become visible, where ideas will meet action, and where the energy of our city comes alive. Thank you so much for having me. If I can, there we go. Okay, so I told you what we are all about already. We elevate your visibility. You will stay informed and supported and be part of the movement.
Oh,
If anyone would like to register, if not now, then please at least save that page for later, to look at it later. There's an opportunity, and if you contact me afterwards, I can give you the information as well. You can register as an exhibitor. If not as an exhibitor, please do register as a visitor. It's going to be a really exciting day. Even if you don't register today, you can still come, but obviously it's much quicker and easier. If you're already registered, we will have your name when you arrive. I want to tell you quickly about our Safest Capital campaign, which is something that is really, really close to my heart. The TTA has partnered with Cassie and more than 400 private security companies to deliver unique mobile security solutions. And I am not selling here. This is something that for me is actually a non-negotiable for our family members and friends, for our staff who might not have the quick and easy access to security that all of us always do. They work long hours, they work late. We go in and we sign up hotel teams to be part of this. It's an app. You press a button on your phone and they send the closest private security person from more than 400 companies directly to your location. And then we are also working really hard to give access to our domestic and international visitors. Imagine when you are traveling, I hope that many of you have very exciting December plans, including plane tickets. I haven't been on a plane in too long, as much as I love this city of ours. So imagine when you are traveling to a strange country, if you even feel unsafe, you don't even have to wait for an emergency. Press that button and you are immediately connected to this incredible network. It is insanely affordable. It is 35 Rand per month. When I talk at the universities, I tell them it is the price of one coffee. And then they just look at me. And then I say, okay, it is the price of one beer. And then I get a much better reaction. So it really is incredibly affordable. We are rolling it out to the hotels at the moment at 5 Rand for a tourist per day. So you just add that 5 Rand to your hotel room rate, and your guest has immediate access. You don't have to do anything else. It's so easy and user friendly. Anyway, I will go on about this all day. That is just a quick image of which parts of our beautiful country is covered by the safety app. The Karoo is not really covered. If you have a problem in Karoo, then you are probably the problem. Just saying that. These are some of the companies already part. It's not a new company. It's not a new initiative, but these are all people that are already on board. So really, really, you will be in fantastic company. And then you can also follow us on social media. I'm pretty sure that's the QR code for the Pretoria bucket list, which is maybe takes me into the last part of the conversation that I just want to share with you quickly. And it's kind of full circle from where you were introducing me and everyone talking about Pretoria. Just to really, so I started my guest house 10 years ago. And then I realized so many tourists come to our city and they say, oh, but what is there to do? For so many of our visitors, Pretoria is a stopover. And it is terrible because it really is a destination in its own right. So I started the Pretoria bucket list as a tab on my website to show my visitors what there is to do in the city. And 10 years later, 85% of our following is actually Gauteng based. So someone said in the introduction that we don't see our own city as a tourist destination, and that just shows that as well. Our own people are looking for things to do. Forever on the weekends, I see on the local Facebook groups, people are asking, what is there to do in our city? And there is so much. I can literally keep you for 3 days. From my favorite is outside, fresh air, our own version, a little bit, if I may be so bold, of the Cape Townian wine farms. You can go out to Wolvesspruit or Rosemary Hill and spend the whole day, and we have a list of similar locations. The kids can play, someone can go running if you feel so inclined, and there's wonderful restaurants and things to do. We have incredible heritage in the city, obviously. And please, if you haven't been in a while, go to the Voortrekker Monument again. Go to the union buildings. We are working hard to make the city center safer as well. I have such a soft spot for our city center and for Church Square. There's great things coming. City of Tshwane has really been coming to the party, more so than ever these last few months, and things are happening in our city. Don't sit at home. Turn off the Netflix and get out and have an experience and create a memory and support the local economy. I think on that note, maybe I must take a breath. Those are some of the other events that we still have for the TTA in the coming year. But if you join us, if you connect afterwards, we will give you all of that information.
Sure. Thank you so much, Susan. That was a wonderful presentation, and you actually make Pretoria sound so exciting. And I've lived here since 2005. I must actually tell you a story about Pretoria. My first job was actually that I did when I was at varsity was in Centurion. I didn't start at Wimpy. I started on a construction site, and it was in Centurion. I had to drive from Joburg to Centurion every day to come to work, and I was throwing bricks and so on. But then I met a lady from Pretoria, and I came to Pretoria. And Pretoria for me was always like, when I came to Pretoria, it was sunny and it was like a holiday destination for me. And I'd come on the weekends, and they stayed in Linwood, and would take the boat out to Bronkhorstspruit, and would do all these wonderful things. So it was like a holiday destination for me on weekends. And so Pretoria's always been sort of like the sunny spot of South Africa. Plus, it's warmer than Johannesburg.
Yes.
So during winter, that's a blessing. Absolutely. But I'd like to go around the room and just ask if anyone's got some questions. I've got some more questions for you, but let's start with Glenn. Glenn, please.
There we go. Sorry, my mouse wasn't working. First of all, thank you very much, Susan. That was really great, very informative. I'm really excited about this. I'm certainly going to be booking for the CSR on the Friday the 23rd. I think it's absolutely amazing, the things that you're doing. I do have a quick question, though. Right off the bat, you started with the concept that you're a mother, a wife, etc., and you owner of 4.5 businesses. I'm trying to figure that one out. What's the half? I need to find that out.
You can interpret that any way you like. It can either be some of my businesses. There's one of me, so some of them I'm not equally active all the time. For instance, there's also a Joburg bucket list, which is a little bit quiet at the moment. Also, I have lost 2 businesses. Since 10 years ago, I discovered with a shock that I'm actually an entrepreneur and not just working in corporate. And there are sometimes lessons even in that, and I don't count them as zero. They are part of my story and a part of my learning, and a very important part, I think, of my future as well. So, yeah, and it's my little, just to make sure people are awake and listening.
Fantastic. That's wonderful. No, I love that. You've got to make mistakes in life, eh? That's the only way you learn.
Yeah.
Best way to learn. Just coming back to everything that you've been discussing in terms of the Save Us Capital campaign, I think it's absolutely brilliant. I think it's such an important aspect, specifically for tourism. So that's really great, brilliant idea. So that app, I'm definitely going to go onto that for 35 Rand. Absolutely worthwhile. I think it's brilliant. What was the other one? The bucket list. The bucket list. I mean, wow, I think that's amazing. What's fascinated me about Pretoria, and I've been here many, many years. I was born and raised here, went out of Cape Town. I did a bit of a dirty to Pretoria, and I went out of Cape Town for a couple of years, but then I'm back again. And I've been back for many, many years again. So pretty much my entire life been here. What's so amazing to me is that you can literally stay in the middle of Pretoria and drive north, south, east, west, and literally within 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 kilometers, there is so much to see. It typically just blows my mind. You can literally drive out, you see farms, you see lodges, you see coffee shops. It's just absolutely amazing. There is so much to see here in Pretoria and surrounding areas. So I so agree with you what you're doing, and I just say kudos to you and keep going. To the TTA, keep on going. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Bless you.
Thank you, Glenn. That means a lot.
Thanks, Glenn. Thank you. Let's go to Russell. Russell?
Just unmute myself. Yeah. Thank you for that, Susan. It's very exciting, like Glenn says. I've got a question, and I'm quite interested with your membership for your TTA. So I'm not involved in my business per se, I don't think, with any aspect of tourism. I'm a consultancy. I do sales training. So yes, there I can get involved with tourism because, I can teach people how to sell within the industry. But what would be the benefit for OPSPEC to be part of that association that, will stand out for me to be part of something like that?
Absolutely. I think the wonderful thing about tourism is that it is connected to everything else. And it is not just for inbound tourism, it's also for local guests. We have to be tourists in our own city. So the TTA has different chapters. One of those chapters is the supplier chapter, which includes everyone from linen suppliers to tech, to marketing, to sales, to coaching. So definitely for you, I think it would be a great benefit. You get invited to all our events, and then it is up to you. We are not a marketing entity, but we are an association. So everything comes back, in my mind, to relationships. We create incredible opportunities to build relationships, to meet the right people. And I would definitely advise, if you are able to visit the showcase on the 23rd, please come and introduce yourselves. If you are there, I tend to get a little bit distracted. Please come and say hi. Then that is a great opportunity for you to check it out, because that's what we have to do before we go ahead with anything. First, check it out.
I'm actually registering as you were speaking. I'm busy registering on the QR code. So yeah, thank you for that. It's like anything in life. What you put in is what you get out. So if there's a platform and you can get linked to other corporates, it does. It's I can't rely on other people to open the doors. I need to open those doors. Cool. I'll check it out. Obviously, there's a website for TTA that I can go to.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Then that's me. Thanks, David. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you, Russell.
Thank you, Russell. Great. Let's go to Serge from Netherlands. I'd love to hear for what you have to say, Serge.
Thank you, David, and thank you, Susan, for a great presentation and very interesting for outsiders to see how much we're missing sitting here on a cold, rainy day. And the app, safety app, just great. I think it works very well for inbound tourists, and it helps them feel safe and connected while far away and enjoying all the local sightseeing and culture. So are you targeting with that app inbound tourist flow?
Yes, definitely. I think it's so important, especially if you're in a strange country. I mean, when I'm traveling and something happens, you don't know the local, you don't know even where you are most of the time if you travel like I do. So really, just to have, it's a button on your phone, and they send the closest person from those 400 companies to you. That really is a big focus for us. And this is so important to me. It's not about fear mongering. It's not about, of course, we have let's call them challenges in South Africa regarding safety. But the perception for me is an even bigger problem. I had a guest the other day at my guest house, and they come literally down the road with their luggage down the road. And I said to him, sorry, sir, where's your car? He says, no, the taxi driver at the airport told him, you can't rent a car, you will get hijacked. And this is the fear mongering that we are dealing with. So it is not to say that we are a dangerous place, you need private security, but it is to give you peace of mind that even if, oh, they will kill me for saying this, but even if you are lost, you press that button and someone will come and help you. It's as simple as that. And it doesn't cost extra. It's at 35 Rand a month. And then, like I say, if you're an inbound tourist, we are working with the hotels, they include it in your room rate. And it's as easy as signing into the hotel, downloading the app, and you are connected.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's a good question there. Wilhelm, you've been in Pretoria for a very long time. Please, I'm sure you've got some questions for Susan.
Yeah, thank you, David. Thank you, Susan. I love your energy. I can see you are really passionate about what you are talking about. So that's wonderful. Ek is hier gebore en gelaat staan, born here, and I'm here forever and a day. I was away to Kwakwa in Witzieshoek for a year or two, but I actually know Pretoria very well. Now, you talk about the perceptions, and that's very important. A while back, me and my wife toured down to Cape Town, and we actually did some camping in a little tent coming back, and wherever we were, then in the Cape area and along the road, I talk to people and they always say, from where are you? And I say, from Pretoria. And they say, wow, when are you coming to Cape Town? When are you going to stay here? Because it's tough there. It's dangerous. And I said, okay. And there's this one guy, now he got long hair. He stayed there in the mountains at a funny place there. And I asked, he also tell me, but listen, Pretoria is serious. I said, when were you last visit Pretoria? I said, no, he was here in 1971. And I tell him, but listen, things changed quite a bit and it's a very nice place. And I must say, man, as I say, I stay here. You should not be at the wrong places at the wrong time. So do the right things right, but it's safe. It's safe. Yes, there's more traffic and taxis and things and funny people on the roads. Nowadays you need to stop at the green light and drive at the red light. So things changed a bit, but it's actually very safe. But we must it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you must be wide awake and look around you and know what's going on. Be aware of the things that's going on beside you or alongside you. So, Pretoria is great, and I'm very happy that you guys promoting Pretoria, because I'm still thinking tourism is our best way of getting money from outside, because it's actually very cheap to stay here, to be in South Africa, and the people, they love tourists. They I remember when I had a guest out, it was just fun connecting with the people. So South Africans love people. We are the most friendliest people.
Yes.
And Sage, you can come here and you can recommend anybody to come to Pretoria and South Africa. They will love it here, for sure. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thanks.
Thank you, Wilhelm. And that is really what we are aiming to do with the Pretoria bucket list. So The purpose is two-sided. On the one hand, that little motivational speech of mine to turn off the Netflix, get out of your house, go and do something to really encourage people to go out again. And on the other hand, to support and promote our incredible experiences. If you are someone with a wonderful experience in Pretoria, from the big well-known ones to the small local best kept secrets, that is really what we do on our website. It is just about as cheap as the Safest Capital campaign. These are tough times. We need to include everybody. So yes, please reach out to me. I don't know when last, everyone is close to Pretoria, when last you have been to Hazelwood in the evening. I mean, it is, I must be very careful before I say this, but I've been there, so I can say this. The feeling of the fairy lights and a Parisian street in the evening in the heart of Pretoria, safe, busy, young and old. I mean, what a beautiful opportunity. Loftus Park is another wonderful area. Restaurants right next to, if there's a Blue Bulls game or anything else going on, wonderful place to be. Mainland Maine has also grown these last few years to an absolutely wonderful precinct with so much to do and see. Um, please get out these holidays and enjoy the beautiful weather.
Sure. Sure. Susan, I want to ask you a question about the event that's happening in January. So, for example, one eSIM. I mean, would we be able to get some exhibition space, or how would that work for companies like ours?
Yes, absolutely. On that link that I had up earlier, and let me know, David, if I must send it to you afterwards, if you can send it to the listeners. So you can book a stand, absolutely. We have standard stands and prime stands. They are limited, so please get in there early. It is enormously discounted if you are a TTA member. So if it looks like it might be worthwhile for you to join as a member at the same time, we sort everything for you, and you can still book your stand on the membership rate as well.
Fantastic.
And it is,
sorry?
When you compare it to the big trade shows, it is extremely affordable. For a non-member, I think, if I'm speaking under correction now, but the standard stand is 8,000 and a prime stand is 11,000, I'm thinking. And if you're a member, it's 3,000 Rand for a prime stand. So yes, really great opportunity because we want to include everybody.
Fantastic. Well, we'll definitely take a stand and we'll become a member as well. I think it will be a huge advantage, especially for one eSIM, because it's a huge opportunity for tourism, tourists and tourist agents, people dealing with people coming into the country to actually sell global data to them and obviously generate a revenue from them. So we do that with one eSIM. So definitely we'll be taking a space. And so you say it's for 3 days. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Is that correct?
No, it's just one day.
1 day. Oh, okay.
1 day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Day 2 and 3, you can visit everything else that there is to see in Pretoria.
Oh, excellent, excellent. One of the other things I was, with us on a weekend, we're always looking, what can we do this weekend? Where can we go? So I think the bucket list is not only just for tourists; it's actually for us as well, yes, as residents in Pretoria, because often on the weekend we say, okay, what are we going to do this weekend? And we like blank faces, and then you say like, what can we do? Where are we going to go? And then I mean, last weekend we went off to a place called Bird and Mesh, which is in Joburg side, to go along and. So it's like it's a fantastic place if you've ever been there, but it's got like lots of things for koi fish and lots of things for birds and lots of dogs and cats and the whole thing. And it's actually fantastic. Even snakes and turtles and tortoises and all kinds of stuff. And it was actually fantastic. But that's the thing. If you don't know where to go, then it's like you're lost. and then rather sit down and watch TV. So I think that's a fantastic thing to do, the bucket list for locals as well.
Another thing,
yes, please.
if I may interrupt quickly to add, is our nature reserves in our city. And Dinokeng, by the way, is the only Big 5 game reserve within municipal limits in the world with the Big 5. It's 40 minutes from Pretoria. And then just our nature reserves from Moroleta Park, Fairy Glen, Wonderboom, once again, Wolvespruit, Hazeldean. By the way, there's a lot happening there, a whole extra development coming up. If you're on that side of Pretoria, I can go on. We have wonderful open air spaces. Get out into the fresh air. Groenkloof, overlooking the city, seeing the giraffe just here by walking by. It is, there's so much more than just the blue bulls in die boereworsgordyn.
You know, they say you've got to get your passport when you come over the Yexke, hey?
It's not true. It's not true.
Anyway, but it's been great to have you here, Susan. If you would please share those QR codes again with me, I'll put them on the group. We're going to write a short newsletter as well. So, you know, just covering what you've been basically talked about, and obviously promoting the event in January. So we'll be doing that. But what we normally do in these sessions is we go around the room and we ask for their takeaway. So the co-host takeaway. So I'm going to start with Glenn. Glenn, what is your big takeaway from our discussion today with Susan?
Thanks, David. Just once again, it's just proven to me that there is actually so much here in Pretoria that you can actually do and see. And my one word that I want to mention today is just the word discover. Just discover the things that are available. There's amazing incentives. So thank you very much, Susan. I'm definitely going to look at that bucket list. I want more.
Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Glenn. Let's go to Russell. Russell, what's your big takeaway?
Yeah, I think it excites me to think that there's an organization that's focusing on. I have had a bit of a history with the tourism industry in my past life. So, but I've never really looked at, like I said earlier, I've never looked at Pretoria as a tourist destination. So for me, I'm excited to think that Pretoria can be a tourist destination. It's good for our economy. I think it's good for the country. The message that must be sent out is that South Africa is like any place in the world. If I may quickly tell you a story, but I think you'll enjoy it. So many years ago, I left this crazy country, South Africa, to go to Atlanta for a business meeting. Well, it was a whole week and was training and so on. And you know, everybody talks about South Africa being so bad and so crime-ridden and so on. I landed the Saturday morning at 8 o'clock in Atlanta. The owner of the company I worked for came and picked me up, and because we were both golfers, we went and played golf. We then went for a late lunch, and then he took me to an ice hockey game. And by the time I got back to the airport, to the hotel, I was dead on my feet. You can just imagine after 17.5-hour flights to Atlanta non-stop. And I fell asleep, and obviously the next morning I woke up and I took a walk to the closest mall, went and had breakfast, then came back and switched on the television. In the 24 hours that I was in South Africa, in Atlanta, there was 3 drive-by shootings. There was the funniest thing at all was there was some teenager that stole a tipper truck and went on a joyride, and he wrote off 5 police cars. You must see the footage. It was crazy how these little dinky toy police cars try and stop this truck, and he just rides through them. There was something like, I can't remember, I think 3 or 4 armed robberies at convenience stores. This is in one city in 24 hours. And we get told that South Africa is a problem. It's not. It's a world problem all over the world. And like Willem said, you know, if you go to the wrong places at the wrong time, you're going to get the wrong things. And I think we need to send that message out more. And I think we need to actually teach the people on grassroots level. Those taxi owners should not be spreading those type of things because they want to turn over. You know, they should give a service, and if the service is not accepted, then so be it. So I think the message is very important. But I'm excited to be exposed to this organization, I'm definitely looking at TTA and see how OPSPEC can benefit and join there. We will be there. My wife and myself will be there on the 23rd and come and get a feel for it. And hopefully by then we will be associated with you guys. And next year when you do it again, maybe we'll have an OPSPEC stand there and sell whatever we want to sell. So thank you. Yeah, excited is my word.
Thank you, Russell. Serge, what's your takeaway from today? And I believe you also got an idea.
Yeah, it's very difficult to complement what Glenn and Russell said. It's so exactly describing what I'm thinking about, different things you mentioned. But I came to this event with a curiosity, and I'm living it with excitement as well. It's so much happening in the travel world. I used to work in telco technology before, and I was thinking all the time, it's great, most progressing industry. No way. Travel is evolving, and it's evolving very fast, and I'm happy to be part of that story.
Oh, thank you, Serge. Thank you very much. And Willem, what's your takeaway?
Well, the word is exciting. I'm very excited about Pretoria again. But yeah, what I would like to say is, listen, get out of your freaking home and enjoy the city. And then the nice thing is, come here over December, because this is quiet. There's no queues. Everybody is down in Cape Town. So this is the nicest place over December. Just come and visit Pretoria.
I love that. We're actually staying here in Pretoria for Christmas as well. We've been going to the coast most years, so this is going to be quite a nice experience for us. Actually, I'm looking forward to it. I really am, actually. Susan, what is your big takeaway from today's discussion?
I think I'm just reminded again that we just need a little bit of hope and a little bit of connection. And that, I think, that is all I do. I just bring people together. They do all the work, but bringing people together and giving you some energy and excitement and hope. If I have done that today, then I am very thankful.
Well, I think you have, definitely. Thank you so much. Oh, give Susan a hand of applause there. Congrats. Susan, it's been a pleasure having you. Thank you for coming onto the show. It's been wonderful. I will do some promotion of your event. So if you could send us the QR codes and some of those slides, I can use them, and I'll put them into the newsletter. So what I'd like to also do is just thank Serge for being here. Serge is part of the One eSIM group, and they're actually sponsoring this event. So thanks, Serge, for that. I'm going to just play a short video from what One eSIM is all about, just so that we all can see a little bit about the whole process of this huge opportunity that's available for anyone who would like to, especially from the travel industry. So if you could just give us a few seconds just to watch this video.
In the world of travel, connectivity is everything. But for years, we've struggled with physical SIM cards and roaming charges. That's why we chose One eSIM. It's not just a product, it's a revolution in travel connectivity. With One eSIM, we offer our clients seamless global connectivity under our own brand. No more SIM swapping, no more bill shock. But the benefits go beyond customer satisfaction. One eSIM has opened up new revenue streams for our agency. We earn commission on every eSIM sold and ongoing profits from customer top-ups. It's a win-win situation. Implementation was a breeze. Within days, we were up and running with minimal training required. The white label platform keeps our brand front and center, building customer loyalty and trust. And with 24/7 AI-powered support, our clients always have the help they need when they need it. One eSIM has transformed our business, setting us apart as industry leaders and boosting our bottom line. The future of travel connectivity is here. Are you ready to unlock your agency's potential? Contact David Bauer at One eSIM today and embark on your journey towards transformative growth.
Fantastic. Thank you, Serge. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today and taking over your time. My dog has just come solo. You can see him there. And anyway, so thanks, Susan, very much for your time today. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Serge. Thanks, Russell. Thanks, Wilhelm. Take care, and we'll see you next month. Thank you. And by the way, come and spend Christmas in Pretoria, and remember to join us in January. Thank you. Cheerio, everyone. Cheerio. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
The woman in front of me was in tears. Her flight had just been cancelled. Again! She was stranded in Istanbul. Her phone couldn't connect, and the airport Wi-Fi was crawling. Frantically, she kept on trying. No way to rebook. No way to contact her hotel. No way to tell her family she was okay. All she kept saying was, "I just need internet." This isn't about technology. It's about staying positive. This is about peace of mind and confidence. Because in today's world, where war zones flare up without warning, border controls shift overnight, and airlines are battling global delays, staying connected brings peace of mind. Being connected isn't a luxury anymore, it's a lifeline. It's survival and empowering oneself in any situation. That's why we built One eSIM Africa. To keep you connected globally, confident, not only for tourists taking selfies, but for everyone who wants to stay in touch. But for the businesswoman closing deals abroad too, for families on pilgrimage sharing joyful moments, for students needing maps and WhatsApp to explore the world, and for travel agents like you making dreams come true, who don't just book trips, but solve problems before they happen. Amazing. With One eSIM Africa, you as a travel agent offer your customers the best global data in 195 countries. Now that's freedom. Your branded platform they trust, always at their fingertips, no apps required, and it's so easy. Real-time, 24/7 WhatsApp and Telegram support whenever you need it, wherever you are. But more importantly, you have peace of mind right in their pocket. Because when things go wrong, and these days they often do, you'll be ready. Your clients won't remember the hotel rating, but they'll remember your support. They'll remember you kept them connected and happy. Let's talk and make travel better together.
Contact David Bauer at One eSIM today and embark on your journey towards transformative growth.
I see